So this is Morning Cars and Coffee, and I don't think I have any built model cars in my case anymore. So I can't show you any of those. I have other models that are not cars, but I think we'll take a break from those. I have another way I'm thinking that I might show those, but I don't have any built cars right now until they finish something. I've probably built, because I've been modeling since I was 8, so I've probably built at least 1,000 or more models, not all of them cars, but I mean in my lifetime at least. But I have always, I mentioned this before, but I've always taken my built kits, not all of them, but most of them. I like building the model, I like the process, I like putting them together, figuring things out, painting them and everything. And then I, put them in a case or something for a while and enjoy them. But I don't like storing them because I just don't have that kind of room to where I want to have like giant cases in my house or something like that. It's just not my way. So what I've also done is I usually sell them off. I sell my built models, take that money and buy new models, because that continues the process of me being able to build more models. So I know I've seen people that've got models that they built 30 years ago. I have nothing like that. No, I mean, I have some. I'd have to think about it. I mean, I do have one model that I did build, I think in the 90s, and but that was a resin kit. Of course, I'm not going to sell that one because it was companies out of business, and it was a particular model, and so on. So there's resin kits, expensive kits, unusual kits, things that I kept, and I still have those. And I've shown most of them on videos already, but all the hundreds of models that I build, to me, they're just regular car models, most of them, or whatever they are, and then I just sold them. Yeah, there's a few that got away where I sold them, and then I probably regretted it later. But generally, I enjoy building them. I just don't want to have to store them. I don't want to pack them away in a box and store them in a giant storage box or a cardboard box, because nobody's going to see them. So what's the point? What's the point of building a model when nobody's going to see it? That doesn't make any sense to me. So, although I could use all them spare parts from them now, but but I have no regrets. So anyway, this morning there's a couple things going on real quick. First of all, I got a shout out for Dave Nolan over at Ratdaddy Studios. He actually sent me 2 very cool cards. I think one's an old one, one's a new one. I think this might be the old one. But this one has a really nice Corvette on it. Just an amazing paint job. It red, white, blue tinted windows, something sticking out through the hood. You can't go wrong. Actually, the other side has a picture of Tim Nolan working away at his model desk. So that's pretty cool too. I like that. I like that one a lot. That's pretty cool. And then this is a new one, which has has a custom car on it, and that's pretty unique. I've never seen anything like that. I don't know how he made that. He's very good at making custom things, and his airbrush work is unbelievable. You definitely want to check his channel out just to check out his airbrush work. I really like this one too, because it's a hydroplane boat, and I like boats, but I don't build a lot of boats. But boats are cool. I live in Florida. I see boats all the time. I've been around some boats, so boats are cool, especially when they're race boats. And this one's got a Ratdaddy in it, so you can't go wrong with that. So I appreciate it, Tim. These are awesome, and I will definitely put these right up on the board there right away. Another thing he sent was a cool sticker, genuine Ratdaddy parts. How can you go wrong? I'm tempted to stick that on my Jeep, on the back window of my Jeep. I'm very tempted. So I've got to think about it because I don't want to waste it. So I'm going to switch the camera around, and I'm going to do a box opening of a kit that I have so that you can see. Just to throw a model car in here real quick, and I'll turn the camera around, and then we'll see what we got. So the kit we're going to look at today is the Speed Racer Mach 5. Whoop. Either way. This is a 1/24th kit. I know a lot of people look at the Polar Lights kit. I built the Polar Lights kit, and it's not a bad kit at all. I built the glue one. But it's not 1/25th scale. It's more closer to 1/32. Actually, I don't think it even has a scale on the box anymore because they took it off because it's not 1/25. And as soon as you see the bucket seats in that model, you'll see there's no way that a 1/25th scale figure could fit in it. But with that said, it's still worth building if you come across it. The Mach 5 in the cartoon series, the Polar Lights kit has the engine in the trunk, but we all know from the cartoon that that's where Sprito and Chim Chim ride, is in the trunk. So the engine is not back there. But the kit that they came out with, the engine being in the back, if you get a hold of a Speed Racer comic book put out by Now Comics, N-O-W, Now Comics, their Mach 5 had the engine in the back, and the illustration look very similar to the Polar Lights model kit, and I'm thinking that's probably where they got it from, and that's fine. You know, that I don't have a problem with that. Like I said, it's a good kit. You know, you're not going to put it next to another 1/25th or 1/24th scale kit, then it's just going to be way off as far as the size of the car. So anyway, with that out of the way, this one is 1/24. So we'll take a look at it. Now here you can see the body. And I can tell you right now, this body, this is in 1/24, and this is an imaginary car. It's from a cartoon, so you know it's not like, you know, there's no it's not a real vehicle, so we're not going to get crazy on, you know, wheelbases and factory options, and you know, it's not that kind of a deal. So here we can see that from nose to, if you count the fins, it's like 8 1/4 inches long. So it's pretty good. Of course, it has the you know, the width and everything because it has the old 60s style look to it, 3 inches across. But it should still be a good kit. This kit does have an engine. The engine is in the front. It does not have an opening trunk, but it does. You know, you can see it right there. So there's an outline for it. And here's the intake. So this is it. Evidently the Mach 5 had a 12-cylinder. Which, you know, the sports cars of the 60s, you know, that would fall right in line with that when the comic came out. Or I'm sorry, well, I guess you could call it early anime. Depends on how you look at it. We would call it a cartoon, you know, before anime and was very popular. Not like it is today. And here's the homing pigeon. They come for the hood, under the hood, that they used in the show. Very, very nice wheels, of course, which resemble the steering wheel. If you remember the steering wheel, it's got chrome valve covers. Here's the clear parts. So they just give you the regular windshield. They don't really give you like the dome windshield, which would have been a cool option for when it goes underwater. Oh, I am mistaken. They do give you that. Yeah, I just briefly looked at this kit when I got it years ago, so I didn't realize that. Spoke too soon. Of course, it has decals, not stickers. The Polar Lights glue kit has decals, but the Snap kit, I believe, has stickers from what I remember. And then here's the, I'm not going to take them out of the bag and go in depth in that way. It's not, you know, I don't want this video to be too long, and I don't want to lose any parts anyway, so. But there's the exhaust for the engine. And that's the engine block there. And some rear suspension, it looks like. And here's the undercarriage to it. Not sure what that is. Now this kit here comes with photo etch. So there's the front saws that come out. And it looks like something for the dashboard, the shifter, plates that say Mach on them. They go on the valve cover, the license plate. Those are all in photo etch. Here's the bottom of the kit, and the exhaust is molded in. It's like a unique model. I mean, there's a lot of unique parts on it that you're not going to see, you know, on any other model kit. But yeah, it should be fun build. Best thing too about this kit is it's molded in white, and you only got to paint it white, and it's only one color. I like those kinds of kits. Oh boy. Yep. So there's the dashboard. It is a little simplified, but I don't have a problem with that. I can't wait to build it. In one of my earlier videos, I have a 1/24 scale resin Mach 5, and you can look at that one. And that's for being resin. It's a simplistic kit, simpler than this, but I still have it. That company's out of business. They don't make them anymore. And I like the kit. I like the car. I like the series. So I doubt I would ever sell that one. That was a multimedia kit. The body was resin, the wheels and the saws and some other parts were, the wheels were like, what do they call that? Something metal, white metal. And then the saws were not photo etch, but they were metal. So this kit actually shows pictures on the side of the box. And you can see that the nose of the Mach 5 flips up. Excuse me. I'm outside in my garage and I had to sneeze. There's probably some dust out here. Here's the hood. Oops. Here's the hood opening for the homing pigeon. There's a periscope included. That's for when they go underwater. I think there's only one episode in this particular race that Speed Racer used these wings on the Mach 5. That was an add-on for that particular episode, if I remember right. But that's cool that they're included. I don't see the jumping jacks on there, so I may have to think about that. Those are those things that make the car jump all the time, which technically those are like modern day F1 or other cars that have the built-in jacks that lift the car up before they change the tires during the pit stop. You know, they connect the airline and the whole car jacks itself up off the ground. That's what those were on. It's just on the Mach 5, they're a lot longer. And they're so powerful they can make the car jump. So I didn't see the steering wheel in here. Yeah, it's too small to really see all the buttons that would be on it. That's a pity. And there's no decal for that either, but I guess it would be too small to see. So I just wanted to share that with you. If you have seen this kit and you're like the show and it interests you, that's what's in the box. Now you know what you would be getting if you bought one. And they just reissued it just a couple months ago. So you should be able to get one at a fairly decent price without, you know, paying some collector, you know, $200 price or something crazy like that. I have another 1/24 scale Mach 5, like I say, and it's made by MI, I think. It's 1/24 scale. I want to say it's a Mai. I don't think it's Bandai. Now I have to look and dig it out. But I bought them both because they might even be the same kit. I honestly don't know. I'd have to really take them out and compare them. But that's Morning Cars and Coffee. We'll see how it goes for next week when I try to come up with something. And I could skip model Cars and Coffee, but I don't want to do that. It's always a fun day. Like everybody else, you know, if I don't have to work, I get up, I drink my coffee, I start watching those videos, and then like 4 hours later, I got to get off my buns and get out the, you know, side and start getting some things done around the house, you know. But I sure do enjoy watching all the videos in the morning. I think what it is we all watch videos during the week, and everybody makes videos during the week. But I think because we know without a doubt that there's going to be we can binge watch, you know, new model stuff on Sunday morning and relax. I think that scheduling is what makes it so popular and makes it work. It's hard to, even if I've heard of Throwback Thursdays and Finish It Fridays and things like that, but I don't think those would ever take off like Morning Cars and Coffee on Sundays, simply because everybody works. You know, people got to do stuff when they got to get home, or they're tired and it's been a long day, and I just can't see the pressure of trying to crank out the same, you know, video every week. But usually by Sunday, everybody's, you know, recovered enough to somehow get a video done and show it on Sunday. So it's a big shout out to Paul and Left Car Customs. It's he's done a wonder. He probably never thought it would be what it is today. Little did he know. He's a good man. He's a good family man. He's a good guy. So be sure and check out his channel. I'm sure everybody has already, but you can't go wrong. He's so laid back. So, all right, that's it. I'm going to cut it short. I will catch you on the next video.